Hey everybody, Bob Hill here, lay leader at the Geneseo United Methodist Church. And today, I'm actually in town. That hardly ever happens. I'm in Cedar Falls, and I'm thinking about buying some shoes, but I got my work clothes on, and I'm really kind of afraid to go in. It's kind of an upscale place, and I'm afraid I'll have stinky feet. I don't know. Should we go in? Well, maybe. Wow, look at all the shoes. Incredible.
I don't know. They like the... Yeah, I think I want the magnet now. I think you do that now.
Well, anyway, didn't have any luck finding any shoes. I was looking for some work shoes, but didn't work out. And I don't know if I had stinky feet or not, because I was wearing a mask and the sales guy was wearing a mask. But anyway, I guess the one good thing, it got me thinking of a topic for today's Bible Minutes, and that would be on foot washing. You know, it's the Lenten season, and it's the time to talk about how Jesus washed his disciples' feet. And today our scripture for that is going to be in John 13. Jesus washes his disciples' feet. John 13, it was just before the Passover feast. Jesus knew that the time had come for him to leave this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, now he showed them the full extent of his love. The evening meal was being served, and the devil had already prompted Judas Iscariot, son of Simon, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and he had come from God, and he was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter and said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, have no part with me." "Then, Lord," Simon Peter replied, "not just my feet, but my hands and head as well." Jesus answered, "A person who has had a bath needs only to wash his feet. His whole body is clean. And you are clean, though not every one of you, for he knew who was going to betray him, and that was why he said not every one of you was clean." When he had finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place. "Do you understand what I have done for you?" he asked them. "You call me teacher and Lord, and rightfully so, for that is what I am. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you should also wash one another's feet. I have set an example that you should do as I have done for you. I tell you the truth, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed to do them." Well, what does this scripture tell us? You know, it shows us how much Jesus loved his disciples by serving them, by washing their feet. Normally, it would have been a servant. When people entered a house or a room, there would be a servant person to wash their feet. But here was Jesus doing the foot washing. And he showed them, by doing this act of foot washing, how humbly they must serve one another. And he's telling us today that we should humbly serve one another. And what a better world we have if we love one another and serve one another. And it's such a blessing both to the people that we serve, and it's a blessing to serve others. God bless, and have a good week.